All right, welcome back to Strategy in Small Doses. Today, I really want to talk about this ever so popular statement about no like trust factor. But I really want to talk about it from a standpoint of really just how important this is to really get to know your audience, for them to understand you, for them to like you, and for them to trust you. And I have an incredible example of how this really plays an important role in converting somebody. So there is a product out there on the market right now that I have been following for years, right? But I look at it, it's kind of costly. I don't really know the people that are selling it. They show a ton of before and after pictures, like that it works really, really well. But I've never purchased it because it's a hefty investment and I don't really know anybody, and I'm like, maybe they're just selling it. I don't really know anything about it. And then all of a sudden, this woman that I know here locally, who we get together on Fridays afternoons sometimes, like at a girlfriend's house, and I've gotten to know her, and I know I know her values. I know that she's really particular about the way she eats, the things she uses. She's super holistic and different things. And so all of a sudden she starts posting about the fact that she has used this product. And I immediately reached out to her and I was like, oh my God, I tell me more about this product. I've been following it for years, but I didn't know anybody that was using it. And I know how particular you are about the products you bring into your home. And if you're using it, I trust you 100% because I know you and I want to hear about it. And I'm literally like, on the edge of buying it. The only reason I have it is because I was waiting on something else from a doctor. But anyway, and it immediately changed. And it was so powerful. And it was such a powerful reminder to me just how important it is. Because again, there's thousands of people. Now this is a product through the MLM space. So there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people that have been posting about this product. But the second somebody I knew that I truly trusted and I like and I know, and like I said, I understand her values, I know what's important to her, I immediately, there is no question of whether or not it's a good product. There is no question of whether or not it works. There is no question of the pricing. All of that goes away because I have that no like trust factor with her, right? And so it really was a beautiful reminder to me. And now I'm sharing with you because I know people talk about this all the time. They talk about, oh, make sure your clients know, like, trust, right? And we get sick of freaking hearing it. For God's sakes, like, people beat this shit to death sometimes. But the reality is that it's still so important. And this is why I really want you to think about this. Like, if you're struggling with conversions a little bit, if you're only posting on social media, or maybe you're only using email marketing, I want you to really think about that. Like, I want you to think, do you know your audience? Does your audience know you? Have you allowed them to understand you and who you are and your values and the things that you take within, like your integrity? Do they know that? Because it happens all the time. And another example of this is somebody emailed me the other day about the Accelerated Business Alliance. Now, this woman is somebody I met 4 or 5 years ago when I first started in the online space. And she's been, I hear from her, I don't hear from her. Like, I kind of see her popping in and out on socials and different things. And she literally sent me an email. Well, she actually applied. She went straight to the application for the Accelerated Business Alliance. And one of the questions is like, what makes you want to apply, or why are you interested in joining the Alliance? And her answer was, because I know you, Michelle, and I know everything that you do is with high quality, and anything you do, I want to be a part of, right? And so it was, again, right there. That's the no like trust factor. She doesn't know a whole lot about the Alliance. She didn't know really. She just knew, and she felt as though she knew me, she liked me, and she trusted me enough that no matter what I was putting out there, it was with the same values, with the same integrity, and she wanted to be a part of it. And that was like another huge eye-opener. And so don't be afraid. Again, action tip here, like if you're taking notes and you're listening, like don't be afraid to let people get to know you for who you are, for your values, the things that I talk about this all the time in the route program under T, like target market, is like, what are your values? what are your clients' values? What are their clients' values? Like, you need to bring these things up because those are the things that are going to attract the right fit clients to you. This is the true definition of know, like, trust. It's one thing for me to put all this other random shit on social media, or I could talk about how great the alliance is, and I can talk about my laser coaching program, and I can do all of these things. But what draws people to me is the fact that I stand in integrity. I've allowed them to get to know me. I've shared about some of my personal life. I'm not afraid to share some of my vulnerabilities. I'm not afraid to share when things don't work out, right? Like, these are the things that really allow you to get to know somebody, and the things that are going to make it so that they pick you or somebody else, right? That's the reality. Because again, I could have bought this product from a million other people, but I didn't, because I was like, ooh, I don't know. Are people just saying it works because they're trying to get the sale? I don't really know them. Like, what's in this product? They can tell me all they want, that it's the most amazing thing. But as soon as somebody I knew was using it, I was like, I'm in. I'm out, like, I'm in. Of course I'm in, because I know, like, she's done the work for me. I know that she's done the work. She's done the research. I know that about her. So I know that I can trust her. I can trust her opinion. That is what's so important about this know, like, trust. So you've got to let people get to know you. If I hadn't had conversations with her about different things in life, if I hadn't had conversations with her about different health issues, you've got to have these conversations. This is why I find and tell everybody to get on freaking coffee chats. I know people think they're a waste of time, but they immediately allow you to connect with people at a different level. They allow people to get to know you. They can see your face. They can see your mannerisms. They can see your passion. You know how many people tell me when I start talking about the Alliance on a coffee call that they're like, oh my God, Michelle, I can just see the passion. It's just oozing out of you. Like, I can't help but bring that passion to the table, right? I can do so much of it in writing, but when I can talk to people and really share my vision for it, that's when everything changes, right? That is when they're like, wow, this is not just something she's promoting. This is not just something she feels like, oh, she's trying to get the sale. Like, there is a value there. I can share why it's so important to me. I can share what I haven't, why I came to this conclusion. Like, there's so many things. So that's the point. Action item, wrap it up. I'm going to give you a summary. One is know, like, trust. We've seen it, heard it, done it. It's been freaking, overused 1.5 million times. But I really want you to think about this. Does your audience know you? Does your audience like you? And does your audience trust you? And if one of those three things is missing, like, if you can't say the same about your audience, do you know your audience? Do you like your audience? Do you trust your audience? Because it's mutual. If you can't say that, then I want to challenge you to go change that. Go get to know them. Let them get to know you. Go find something, figure out what you need to do to get them to like you and to trust you. And I can guarantee some of that is having conversations with them, getting a little vulnerable, and sharing a little bit more than just your standard, everyday content that you put out there. All right? It makes a huge difference. Okay? Go take action. Go get your clients knowing you, liking you, trusting you, because that's where the best referrals come in. It really does. Again, all these words get overused, but let's think about why. I mean, they get overused for a reason, because they are important, but don't just get wrapped up in the fluff of it all. Okay? All right. Talk to you soon.